Okay, I'm so excited about this. If you don't know who Abby Yung is, I'm questioning why you clicked on this video, but for the ones who don't, if you are just here to watch me, love you. What is this? Love you so much. Anyways, if you don't know who Abby Yung is, she went viral on TikTok. I believe it was TikTok first for her hair care routine. And her hair is so long, gorgeous, beautiful, and I'm pretty sure she still bleaches it. But she basically went viral because her hair care routine is mostly drugstore, and she was proving the fact that a lot of higher end hair care brands are owned by the same people that also make drugstore hair care. Wow, okay. So today I'm trying her entire hair care routine. Now, within her hair care routine, she gives you different brand options. I tried to stick with a lot of the same brand. All of the ones I picked besides two are drugstore because I don't love spending a fortune on hair care or makeup or any beauty product. So I tried to stick with drugstore things unless you just can't, which one of these products is under that circumstance. I am so excited. I have been trying to grow my hair out for years, and I have the past 2 years. 2 years ago, I believe my hair was about up to here. So listen, we've been on a journey, and the thing that I have learned is if you are not taking care of the ends of your hair, they're going to break off. Therefore, it's going to seem like your hair is not growing. That's the issue that I have. My ends literally get so dry and just break off. So this entire hair care routine is supposed to help that, and I'm hoping and praying that that's what we get. Before we get started, be sure to follow me on all social media platforms. It's literally just Instagram and TikTok, and my username is the exact same for both, just because I do post there as well. Also, be sure to like and subscribe so that way we can hang out more if you love videos like this, and let's just freaking get into it. As you can see here, I have all of the products that I'm gonna be using in this video. At least I think I have all of them. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. This entire hair care routine was a little pricey. I think I spent $116, but also I had 3 of the products already. But the first product that we will be using is this Après Bond Repair Treatment. This is $50. And this is the product that did not have a dupe option. So I did have to buy it, which is okay. If I end up not liking it, I can always send it back. It's not that big of a deal. However, the reviews were amazing. And if Abby Yung uses it, I trust it, okay? This is also a much smaller bottle than I thought, but it comes with this spray bottle, and then it comes with the treatment. Now, I don't know how to use this. Pour contents of 1 vial into a Après spray bottle. Fill with water. Okay, that's what I thought, because look at this. You get 2 of these for $50. This has to be amazing, or else it's not worth it. Like, this has to transform my hair over time, or else it's just not worth it. Like, I know it's probably not going to the first try. It might. So basically, you take this top off and you pour this into the spray bottle. And then you go and fill the spray bottle with water. There's a little left in here, literally the tiniest drop. No drop is going to waste here. Again, $50. I'm pretty sure I just use this on my mids to ends. I would not expect to use this on your roots. That just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm gonna go fill this up with water and I'll be back. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Do not drop this freaking thing, Emily. I swear it's all things good. Whew, okay, I did spill some. It's okay. We are going to shake this baby up and then put it in my hair. Now, I'm wondering if I should section off my hair. I don't think she does. So we're just gonna spray this on my mids to ends. And I love how this sprayer is like one of those, it's a continuous sprayer. So you literally just like hold it down. Okay, you know what? I may not even have to use this whole thing. I do have layers, so I am going a bit higher than like you normally would if you didn't have layers. I just wanna make sure I get all the ends of my hair. But I am hoping that I have enough to use this multiple times because again, this is freaking expensive. And that's not her fault. I mean, it's a good product. So if she recommends it, even though it's expensive, I must trust her because she is all for drugstore hair care. So like if she does use something that's not drugstore, you better know that I'm gonna trust as much as I possibly can. Usually, to start my hair care routine, I put oil on my scalp. She never mentions anything about putting oil on your scalp. I think she just really focuses on the ends and the mids of your hair rather than scalp health. Scalp health is a completely different thing because if you are not taking care of your scalp health, your hair just isn't gonna grow. However, I don't have that problem. My hair grows, it just breaks off. And that's what this hair care routine is for. Once you you have put it in your hair, you're gonna take the OGX Coconut Miracle Penetrating Oil. I use this every day of my life. I love this stuff. This was one of the products that I already had, and I just take like the size of a quarter for each side of my hair. Again, really just focusing this on the mids to ends. You do not want to put this on your roots because it'll be hard to get out of your roots. So just focus mids to ends and you'll be all good. But I am just coating my mids to ends with this oil, and then we're gonna leave it in for 10 minutes. And I'm sure you could leave it in even longer if you would like to. I don't know the rules with this bond repair treatment. Usually with the oil, I would just leave it in for a few hours, but with the bond treatment, I don't know if there's like a limit that you should not exceed with leaving this in your hair. But I'm literally just gonna clip it up. You could also braid it, but honestly, since I'm only leaving it in for 10 minutes, I'm not even gonna bother taking the time to braid it. And the next steps are in the shower. So I will see you in the shower. Okay, so the first step in the shower is a clarifying shampoo. And basically what a clarifying shampoo does is really cleanses your scalp more than a regular shampoo does. I'm using the Living Proof clarifying shampoo, and I actually got this at Ulta as my free birthday gift, not even knowing that it was a part of this routine, but I'm so glad that I got it because honestly, Living Proof is expensive. And this is the second product that is not drugstore, and I think that's the last product that's not drugstore. Everything else should be drugstore in the video. And just to be honest, I don't love clarifying shampoos because they make my hair feel so terrible, like not soft at all. And I know that's what it's supposed to do because it's cleansing your scalp, but I don't use them often because of that reason and because I do dye my hair, and clarifying shampoos are known to strip dye from your hair. Over time, at least, it doesn't strip much the first time, but if you keep using it, it will strip the dye from your hair. So I try to stay away from clarifying shampoos often, but you do need to use them once a week, unfortunately. Clarifying shampoos also don't lather up very well. At least this one didn't, but moving on from the clarifying shampoo because it's kind of boring, to be honest. And then the next step is a non-clarifying shampoo. So just a regular schmegular shampoo that you use every time you're in the shower. I am using the L'Oreal Everpure shampoo, and this stuff smells so good, but I just took a little bit in my hands, rubbed them together. You always want to lather your shampoo in your hands before you put it on your head, so that way it disperses better on your scalp. And never ever put shampoo on your ends because it will dry your ends out pretty bad. Always keep it on your scalp. And usually you would shampoo twice, but if you're using a clarifying shampoo, you only need to regular shampoo once, just because the clarifying shampoo really gets in there and you don't want to dry your scalp out. So in this instance, I shampooed one time, but normally you always want to double shampoo. But I just made sure to really disperse this everywhere. Sometimes I will even put my hair into sections to make sure I'm getting every single centimeter of my scalp covered with shampoo. And then when you rinse out, the shampoo will cleanse your ends and help get that oil out of your ends from the pre-shower stuff that we did. And then if you need a medicated shampoo, you would go in with that after the regular shampoo. I don't need a medicated shampoo, so I didn't use one. Next is the bond repair treatment. And again, for the bond repair treatment, I use the L'Oreal treatment, and I've been using this before I started this entire routine, and I do love it so much. You only want to use this once or twice a week, so don't overdo it because using too much bond repair can damage your hair. But again, you rub this into your hands and then put it on your mids to ends. There's no need to put this on the roots of your hair. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to be helpful. Just use this on your mids to ends, leave it in for about 5 minutes, and then you can rinse out. And next is conditioning. Now, there are 3 different ways you can condition your hair. You can use regular conditioner, you can use a gloss, or you can use a mask. I haven't used regular conditioner in months because I always go in with a mask. When you're conditioning, you want to pick 1 or 2 of these conditioning methods. So you either want to regular condition, you either want a gloss, or you want to use a hair mask. I, in this video, use the gloss and the hair mask. And again, I'm using the L'Oreal gloss. I picked a lot of L'Oreal products because they own Redken, and I have previously been using Redken products, so I just thought it made sense for me to use the L'Oreal products. But with the gloss, you do want to put this all over, but mainly focus mids to ends. What I do is I will focus a lot on the mids to ends, and then I'll put the excess product that I have left on the roots of my hair, because you want your entire head of hair to be shiny. You don't just want your mids and ends to be shiny. So it is okay to put this on your roots. And again, you want to leave this on for about 5 to 10 minutes and then rinse it out. And then next I use the Dove Intensive Repair Hair Mask. And this is one of those products that, again, I was using before I did this entire hair care routine. And it is something I've talked about in my past videos. And I absolutely love this hair mask so much. I will not use any other hair mask unless something something better is made. I honestly don't know if that's even possible, to be honest with you, but just like the rest of the product, I lather this into my hands and use this on my mids to ends and then put the excess on my roots. Most people would tell you, do not put a hair mask on your roots. It's just like putting conditioner on your roots. You don't want to put conditioner on your roots. However, with this specific hair mask, I have noticed that it doesn't leave my roots greasy at all, and it is pretty easy to get out of your hair. If we were talking about a different hair mask, I might say something else, but this Dove one specifically is pretty easy to get out. Again, I will use most of the product on my mids to ends and then just put the excess on my roots and kind of disperse it as much as possible, if that makes sense. But that is everything for in the shower. Now let's move to post shower. Okay, I'm out of the shower. Ignore this big mountain on my face. Okay, actually I'm gonna patch that. So bad it hurts too. Anyways, let's do a first impression of my hair out of the shower. Smells amazing. It just smells like that Dove mask. I've been using that for a while now and I love it so much. It's very easy to brush through, which is amazing because sometimes I really struggle brushing my hair out of the shower. But pro tip, you always want to start brushing at the very bottom first and work your way up, because if you just go from your roots, you're going to damage your hair because it's going to create knots and tangles and then you'll just be tugging on it and it's just not good. Also, I am wearing clothes. I'm wearing a tube top just so that way the focus can be on my hair and not on my clothes. You know what I mean? So after the shower, there is supposed to be a post-wash bond repair treatment. However, I didn't buy it because it was expensive. Let's just be honest. And she didn't put a dupe on there. It was literally just that. So I didn't buy it. I also just don't even know how necessary it is, to be honest. So I just skipped out on it. However, next we're using the L'Oreal Everpure Moisture 21-in-1 spray. And this is actually a dupe of the Redken one. But if you want to spend more money on the Redken one, absolutely feel free to do that. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna buy the L'Oreal one. Oh my God, this smells amazing. And I'm really just gonna focus this on my mids to ends, especially my ends, because this is going to be our heat protectant. You could use another heat protectant as well, but I am just sticking to her entire routine right now. I'm sure I'll add more as I go, but for the sake of this video, I'm literally just using exactly what she tells me to use. Oh my God, this smells so good. Okay, and that is it before blow drying. Now, she does say if you want to use styling products such as like volumizing spray or whatever else you would use before styling your hair, you can totally do that. Again, for the sake of the video, I'm not going to. I really don't use any styling products anyways, now that I think about it. I just use my leave-in conditioner and my heat protectant, which is literally what this is. I'm just not gonna use anything for right now. I may in the future buy a volumizing spray because I do have issues with my hair not having any volume in it. I probably should have bought one for this video, but I didn't. Anyways, let's blow dry.
The way I blow dry my hair is a little funny, but I take this round brush and I like to flatten out my roots first, which is probably one of the reasons why I don't ever have volume in my hair. But I do this because if I just blow dry my hair regularly without flattening my roots a little bit, my roots will be so extremely frizzy and it's just not fun, to be honest with you. So I have to go in and dry my roots first, and then I will go in and dry the rest of my hair until it's about 90% dry. Once my hair is 90% dry, I take my Shark blow dryer with the round brush attachment and I will take that through my hair layer by layer because it's not productive if I just take it through my hair without sectioning it off first. And I have a specific way I do this. I will take it through the strand of hair first to kind of defrizz it a little bit, and then I'll take it through again and repeatedly roll it through the bottom to give it a little bit of a curl, and then I will take it on the back strand of the hair and twirl it down to give it a curl. And I will do that on every single section of my hair all the way until we get to the tippity top of my head.
Okay, here is my hair directly after blow drying. First thoughts is it feels absolutely amazing. Also smells amazing. It is just so soft and also super shiny. Look at that. Oh my goodness, we still have 2 more steps, but they're super easy. We need a hair sealer is what she called it, I think. Style sealers, so serums, and this is the first one. This is the Garnier Fructis Hair Filler plus Vitamin C Strength Repair Serum. It says apply serum to dry or damp hair, do not rinse. So we're just gonna do a little bit of this. I don't know how much, like that much. I don't wanna do a lot. Oh my God, it smells amazing. I love Garnier products. She also has said in a few of her videos that she always likes to distribute the product on her entire hand. So that way, when she's putting it in her hair, it's actually distributing evenly instead of having it just in one spot. Okay, that kind of sleeked the hair a little bit. Also, I noticed that after my first blow dry, before I went in with like the blow dry brush, my hair wasn't nearly as frizzy as it usually is. I don't know if that's just a coincidence. You know what? I don't believe in coincidences. It's gotta be something in this routine that did it. Maybe this, honestly. But okay, I think I took a good amount there. Now, the next thing is this oil by OGX. It's the Argan Oil of Morocco. I've heard great things about this oil. It does say to apply to damp hair, but in her routine, it's the last step. So I'm like, okay, apply a small amount to palm, rub hands together, then apply evenly to surface of damp towel dried hair working through to ends. Okay, so I like don't know how much to take because on the other OGX oil, it tells you 1 to 2 drops, whereas like this one's like, take a small amount. So that's like kind of scary, not even gonna lie. Because it's oil. We're just gonna take like this much. You probably can't even see that, but rubbing it into my hands and onto my mids to ends. Okay, this oil does not feel nearly as heavy as the first OGX oil, which is why I'm guessing you use this one last instead of like in the same place as the coconut oil. Oh my goodness, my hair feels amazing. Also, if you do add too much oil, I'm seeing I probably should have added a little less. It will soak into the hair and then you won't even like notice that there's oil in it. Let's brush through this one last time just to distribute everything through, and then I'll give my final thoughts. Okay, I am here to give you the final review. It has been about a week since I first tried this hair care routine. And let me freaking tell you, my hair has never felt better, to be honest with you. My ends constantly feel healthier. They feel thicker as well, which is kind of crazy. But like, you know, whenever your hair is like damaged at the end, it feels really thin, dry, brittle. It doesn't like flop around like this. It kind of like sticks out, you know what I mean? I have been loving this hair care routine so much. Look at how shiny my hair is. I genuinely never thought that my hair was capable of looking like that. It also smells amazing. So the first time that I tried the Apres bonding repair treatment, it did leave my ends feeling dry. However, today was the second time that I've used it because you only want to use this once a week. Today was the second time I used it and my ends do not feel dry at all. So it might have just been like a first use kind of thing. Your hair may need to take some time to get used to it. I almost sent it back. I almost did, but my ends don't feel dry at all this time. So I think this is a win for sure. I've also been using the OGX Argan Oil of Morocco on my mids and ends morning and night just to keep my ends super hydrated, because if you're not oiling your hair twice a day at least, your hair is going to be prone to more breakage and more split ends. So I do really try to stay on top of oiling my mids to ends every single day, no matter what. And then obviously on wash days, I will go in with the coconut oil by OGX and really lather that on my mids to ends with the Apres bonding treatment once a week. Not that I didn't have faith in this hair care routine, I just genuinely had no idea how much this hair care routine would actually change my hair. Like, I have healthy hair for the most part, but it feels so much healthier. It looks so much healthier now that I've been doing this hair care routine for about a week. I think I've washed it 3 more times since the first time I've washed it. Today maybe being the 4th. So in total, I've washed it 5 times, which is actually way more than I usually would. I usually only wash my hair 3 times a week, sometimes 4, so I guess not way more. But I did wash it on a day that I necessarily wasn't going to, just because I last minute decided to help one of my friends with her photography business and have her take some photos of me. So I did wash my hair so that way my hair could be clean for that. But all in all, I love this hair care routine so much and I highly, highly recommend it. I just can't wait to see like the hair growth journey, to see how much my hair actually does grow, which again, it does grow. That's not my issue. My ends just love to break off, and therefore it looks like my hair's not growing or seems like my hair's not growing because it's breaking off before it even gets the chance to grow longer. Right now, it is like right below my nipple, almost to my under boob. So let's just keep that in mind whenever I come back one day to show the transformation. If it does end up working and my hair grows, then I obviously will show somewhere, either here or short form, the difference between my hair. But Again, highly recommend this hair care routine, and I was gonna make a hair care routine video, but this is my new hair care routine. So if you do want my hair care routine, rewatch this video because that is everything that I am going to use from here on out. But anyways, I am gonna give it back to past Emily to finish off the video. That is the end of this video. Hopefully this was somewhat helpful, and hopefully you know who Abby Yung is. If you don't, I will leave her social media down in the description so that way you can go check her out because I genuinely love her videos so much. She does post a little bit on YouTube as well, but it's mainly short form, so Instagram and TikTok and YouTube Shorts. But I will leave all of her info down below if you do want to go watch her. But also, if you did like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I am gonna love you and leave you. Bye.